Facebook friend requests, Google Hangouts, and Twitter followers. Familiar terms in this increasing dreary social media landscape. As consumers and brands fight social media fatigue, three new apps seem poised to change social networking as we know it. I'm talking about Vine from Twitter, Snapchat, and Path. These fast apps are estimated to have a combined user base close to 30 million people, a number of brands sitting up and taking notice. Shivadas takes a closer look at these apps and tells you how global marketers have already started leveraging them.
Message will self-destruct in 5 seconds. It's what you get when social media networking meets Mission Impossible. A photo that self-destructs, a video that only lasts a few seconds, and a social network that limits the number of friends you can add. These are the key features of 3 apps that are taking the social media world by storm. I'm talking about Vine from Twitter, an integrated app that allows you to post 6 seconds of video online, Snapchat, an app that allows to send photos and videos that self-destruct within 10 seconds. And finally, Path, a social network for mobile phones that limits the number of people you interact with to just 150.
There are various ways to interact, and people are using these networks to interact in different ways, and these are very new applications. It is a key factor people will be disrupted by, but it's ultimately just a way that people are now interacting.
It's really more of a tribute to how good they're marketing it, how viral these things can go first few weeks. But I would come back in a year's time and say which of those 3 has survived, which has become the new Facebook, and which is the mice of those 3.
This trait has sent the popularity of these apps skyrocketing. Experts estimate that Vine has upwards of 15 to 18 million users thanks to its tie-up with Twitter, followed by Snapchat with 7 to 8 million users and Path with 5 to 6 million. Impressive numbers that experts believe make these apps great platforms for marketers to get onto.
Yeah, I think these are great opportunities for marketing because these social networks, although they aren't exactly new, Path in particular is a few years old, that they do still feel much more fresh than Facebook or Twitter or other social networks out there. So while the user bases aren't huge, there is the opportunity to connect more closely with the users of these social networks. And so being one of the first to be marketed on these services could definitely give those companies a bit of a leg up.
Vine appears to be the best bet for marketers, considering that it gives them greater access to Twitter's massive user base. Then the 6-second limit that forces a brand to be more creative with content. General Elect was first on the Vine bandwagon, releasing short animated clips that highlighted the GE logo, as well as clips that teased National Inventors Day in the USA.
GE's use of the Vine platform shortly after the announcement was by Twitter shows a very simple yet effective use of the platform. A simple rendering or animation done with blue pen and scanning out their logo was captioned with "Innovation starts at the drawing board." Again, simple yet effective communications.
And Armani used Vine to release their summer 2013 collection, while Unilever developed a mini bowling video to showcase their Dove range of products. And Bacardi, not to be outdone, showed off a heady range of brews.
And the strategy behind how you approach anything like this is really important. So Vine videos could be very powerful if they embrace them in the right way and think about the audience and just be clever with the creative execution.
Another app making waves, Snapchat. Launched in November 2011, the app allows users to send photos and videos that disappear within 10 seconds. It's a strange concept, but that seems to be very popular. The app has shared over 1 billion images so far, with up to 20 million images being shared per day. Oops, those are impressive numbers. But the question that marketers are asking is, how can one possibly develop a campaign around an app whose content vanishes within seconds?
16 handles is the best. 16 handles beats the rest. 16 flavors all down. Come and get your froyo on.
The answer to it might lie with New York-based frozen yogurt company 16 Handles, which recently became the first brand to conduct a promotion using Snapchat. The company came up with an innovative campaign where they encouraged users to take snaps of themselves enjoying frozen yogurt and send it to the company's Snapchat account. In exchange, they would get discounts on their purchase.
As soon as we launched the promotion, a lot of people, I'd say at least a few hundred, added us as a friend on Snapchat, showing they were intending to participate in some point. And then they started actually trickling in using the coupon maybe the first day, maybe 15 the next day. As the promotion got picked up, different media outlets, and as people would tell their friends about it, we got more and more every day. And now that we've kind of worked out the kinks and figured what works and what doesn't, we plan in the future to launch it across our entire system of stores.
Next on our list is the network for mobile phones, Path. This app restricts the number of friends that can be added on a user's friend list to 150. The aim to create a more personal network that is only to close friends and family. An idea that has clearly appealed to users, consider that there are an estimated 5 million people using this app. However, the restricted nature of it is what makes this app the toughest for marketers to crack. To date, no brand has tried to develop any content for Path, but experts are still optimistic about its prospects.
Apps like Path are certainly the next generation of social networking apps, which are, I would call them, curating your own social network. Path, in my mind, can be both a acquisition target for some of the larger networks. At the same time, as these communities evolve, it has the ability to do a lot of sort of co-opt marketing. It's almost like network marketing, because you are so you know people, you can, so it has that potential as such.
It's a good kind of family kind of a place where you can, if targeting is allowed and I can target, someone can target me and my family or me and my friends, it can do group stuff like travel stuff, insurance stuff, home buying stuff. It's a restricted set of activities, but that's kind of what a Path can do.
One obvious trait of these apps is the fact that content can be made on a very low budget and sent to a large audience. This is attractive to startup and challenger brands that are not in a position to outspend bigger and more established brands. Yet, experts believe that brands like Axe and Kama Sutra are ideally placed to tap into the edgy nature of a app like Snapchat, while cola giants Pepsi Coke could possibly take advantage of the capabilities wine offers. And with big brands making their presence felt abroad, it's only a matter of time before Indian brands get in on the game as well.